Hi, I'm Paul Noble. I'm a fly fisherman, and I fish egg patterns. This is because I fish for steelhead, and at times, steelhead just love to eat eggs. So, nobody likes fishing high water, especially when it's off color, but sometimes you don't have a choice. A big bead is stuck in the middle of this pattern for a kind of a sparkly blood dot, but it also gets that fly down in the high current. Pick a really bright color of egg yarn, or you can mix up a whole bunch of different colors of yarn all on the same fly. Okay, let's go tie one. The hook I'm using is a generic 5X short egg hook, size 6. The bead I chose for this tie is a brass 3/16 inch in red. I've also used other colors such as chartreuse, orange, and hot pink, as well as gold and copper. For thread, you can use whatever you like, but I use Danville's Wax Flymaster in a 210 denier. Wrap a thread dam behind the bead. Use your favorite egg yarn. My fave color is Oregon cheese, but I tie these in chartreuse, hot pink, orange, and fluorescent yellow. Cut off a full hank about 2 inches long. Strip off about a quarter of the thickness and just set it aside. Bind the center of the thick piece to the hook shank directly behind the bead. Take a couple of firm wraps behind the yarn to jam it against the bead. Whip finish between the bead and the yarn and trim. Pull all of the yarn straight up and trim. The amount trimmed will determine the size of the egg shape. Push the bead back and start the thread between the hook eye and the bead. Take the piece of yarn you previously stripped and begin to evenly pull the fibers apart to form a very thin sheet or veil, and mold the sheet evenly around the tie-in point. Now wrap it in place with a couple of turns and then fold back the forward half of the veil, evenly distributing it around the egg. At this point, take a couple of turns of thread in behind the hook eye and whip finish. Pull back the veil and trim it to length. Now, I'm not going to pretend that any of this pattern is entirely original. The body technique is from the standard egg fly, Everyone's been tying that for decades. The addition of a bead has been thought of in numerous egg patterns, such as the Y2K and others. The veil has been used, again, for decades in patterns such as the nuclear egg. But what I've done is combine these elements to create a mutant egg pattern that sinks fast enough to be effective in high, off-color water. After all, high, fast water is far more likely to dislodge eggs from the reds. Think of it as matching the pre-hatch. So be safe, and thanks for watching. Cheers!